Scarlet Crusade. Here you go. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this again. Um, so this video is only made by AI, by yeah boy Tyler. These are like some obscure lore videos that are quite fascinating to me, to be honest, because it really shows like some potential about like a technology that is like not quite maybe understood, maybe like used, and it is not as popular. It is not not as popular as it should be, as it does really like show something. So let's react to the Scarlet Crusade, some obscure lore video about the Scarlet Crusade from WoW. Like I haven't heard from them in a while, so let's check this out.
The Scarlet Crusade refers to the fanatical religious sect that encompasses the remaining human survivors in Lordaeron, which arose after the plague of undeath ravaged their lands and destroyed their kingdom. The term crusade evokes imagery of a virtuous and aggressive campaign sweeping across the ruins of Lordaeron to take back the lands from the Scourge. This is not the case. In truth, the Scarlet Crusade is losing a long, protracted defensive war, as the tides of undead throw themselves against the Crusaders' remaining holdouts, grinding them down through sheer attrition. By the time Naxxaramas began to float over the Plague Lands, only 4 major Crusader settlements were operational, all of which linger on the coastal fringes of the Plague Lands, seemingly accessible to one another via the seas. The first of these holdouts, the Scarlet Monastery, can be found on the northeast coast of Tirisfal Glades. This sprawling fortress cathedral was once a proud bastion of Lordaeron's priesthood, a center for learning and enlightenment. The monastery rose to prominence in the war against the Scourge, as the holy light wielded by its clergy could not only heal the wounds of the living, but could also smite the undead. As the war dragged on, the monastery's residents became intolerant of all non-human races, regardless of alliance or affiliation. They believe that any and all outsiders are potential carriers of the undead plague and must be destroyed, an extremist viewpoint which has been adopted by the entirety of the Scarlet Crusade. Reports indicate that adventurers who enter this complex are forced to contend with Commander Renaud Mograine, the son of Alexandros Mograine, the legendary Ashbringer, and greatest hope against the undead Scourge. However, it has been revealed that the monastery's true master is High Inquisitor Whitemane, a fearsome priestess of terrifying powers and a strict, dogmatic resolve. Her inquisition is fearsome and brutal, each day narrowing the gap between the atrocities committed by her interrogators and those by the Lich King. North of the cursed city of Anderhall, the quaint town of Hearthglen is held firmly by the Crusade. Ironically, the town was able to fend off the Scourge in the Third War due to the efforts of Prince Arthas Menethil prior to his corruption into a Death Knight, as well as Uther the Lightbringer, the first of the paladins who founded the Knights of the Silver Hand. Another of its founding members, Tyrion Fordring, was the regional governor of Hearthglen prior to the Third War, though by the events of the Plague, he had been excommunicated from his position, leaving his son Talon to hold the title as the town was converted to a Crusader castle. Under Talon's command, the town kept its verdant appearance as the rest of Lordaeron became toxic and blighted. The buildings here are well maintained and share similar architecture to those found in any of the more peaceful human cities in the southern kingdoms. Outside the walls of Hearthglen, the Crusaders run a sizable lumber industry, harvesting the healthy trees for timber and culling the sickly ones to prevent the infection from spreading. The people of Hearthglen have remained optimistic, and one could even be forgiven to mistake this place for Elwyn Forest on one of its sunnier afternoons, just with different colored banners and heavily armored knights on a constant patrol. The Crusaders' walled city of Tyr's Hand shares a similar aesthetic, with its green grass and clear skies, though sometimes marred by the sight of Naxxaramas just off in the distance. Tyr's Hand is one of the oldest and most revered holy sites of the Church of the Light, and was known as a city of churches due to its religious significance. However, Tyr's Hand provides much more than spiritual guidance to the rest of the Crusade. The bulk of the Crusade's food is grown here, providing vital supplies to those Crusaders who are locked in battle across the Plague Lands. One of the Scarlet Crusade's founders, the High General Bridget Abendis, can be found in this place. Abendis was present when then-Commander Alexandros Mograine revealed his plan to forge the ultimate weapon that would become known as the Ashbringer. And she instilled all her hate and zeal into the crystal found in the blade's hilt. This sword proved to be a complete anathema to the undead, vaporizing dozens of mindless zombies with each righteous swing. The Ashbringer instilled hope in the dwindling number of Lordaeron survivors, as this period marked the one time any significant progress was made towards halting the Scourge's advance, and ground was actually retaken from their horrid clutches. Alexandros planned on completely destroying the Scourge, leading his men with the Ashbringer as an instrument of their will. But this plan all came crashing down in the final Crusade garrison in Stratholme. In the heart of Stratholme City, behind the countless thousands of its undead occupants, lies the Scarlet Bastion under command of Seydan Dathrohan. Another founder of the Crusade, Dathrohan was present with Alexandros Mograine when their Crusaders attempted the counterattack against the Scourge. During this assault, Dathrohan was separated from his forces and came face to face with the greater demon known as Balnazar, an independent agent in this war, who held no love for the living or the dead. The demon slew Dathrohan and possessed his body before returning to his forces and assuming the commander's position in the campaign. The deceitful Balnazar manipulated Alexandros' son Renaud to kill his father in Stratholme, an act of betrayal which corrupted the Holy Ashbringer and ended any hope of assault against the Scourge. Ever since Renaud murdered his father, the Crusade has been reduced to a series of feudal strongholds to fall before humanity's final breath, a rattled, unheard whisper. Balnazar still tends to the Scarlet Bastion in the guise of the Grand Crusader, exploiting the Crusade to his own ends until they have no use left for him. The corrupted Ashbringer, meanwhile, has been claimed by Darian Mograine, Alexandros' younger son, who wields it as the Scourge's greatest Death Knight in their flying citadel of Naxxaramas. The Scarlet Crusade wages a holy war for survival, its members pushed to fanatical zealotry in the face of an utter apocalypse. The juxtaposition of their devotion with the horrors which lurk outside their walls underscores the Crusade's sheer desperation. But blessed with divine powers, their gods have forsaken them, and the Crusade no longer wishes to save the decayed corpse of their kingdom, but cleanse it to ashes and sacred fire. They have become enamored with hate and isolation, to the point of dogmatic extremism. They have exhausted every other resource at their disposal, and are now driven only by the desperate need to stay alive. For every one of their own who falls in battle, their enemy grows in strength.
Okay, so this was the Scarlet Crusade by your boy Tyler. I am religious of this content. I am religious. This is pristine. This is magnificent. I cannot believe that I get to see the fucking Scarlet Crusade best girl. Where is she? Like, I actually found her right away. Best girl Sally Whitemane. So this is Sally Whitemane in fucking real life. Was me being a simp. But other than that, like you can see the fucking bastion, Scarlet Crusade, Scarlet Monastery. Like uh who haven't done the Scarlet fucking Monastery? A lot of people, but actually, a lot of people got to fucking discover the Scarlet Monastery and why it is so good. Uh, I'll get to rediscover it as I go back to this content later. But seeing this, so basically, I don't know if it comes from like lore. So basically, the dude, yeah, boy Tyler, it transcribes the lore, right? It just puts it in, and he uses AI for like basically best girl of uh, fucking Scarlet Monastery, but basically to provide uh, this content. Let me just because like I saw like this is like there is so much to say about it. Like and so okay, so this is looking like a movie. First off, well, this looks like a movie taken like the writers, the people who write this lore are actually mega fans. Like people that are like absolutely like passionate and not fucking like jaded or hateful of WoW content. It's just like fucking like basically they're the people that you do not get to play with when you play WoW they don't fucking like talk to you unless you find them, right? And unless you become friends with them, right? But basically it talks about like so this demon in Stratholm, you actually like face him. He actually for a quest, I think even gives you like a legendary weapon temporarily. You get to see. Wait. You can move this. Okay. Um, like the Scarlet. Here it is. So this is basically like this. This is basically the Scarlet Monastery. Like if you know this place, like if you played WoW for long enough, if you know this, if you well obviously well you will know the Scarlet Monastery, but uh basically like you know exactly where it is, and you know that like this before this on the left, I'm trying to show you stuff on my like basically like there is like you have to kind of not there are stairs on the left of this picture that if you know you know, but it talks about like so many things. It's able to render so many things. Like I actually discovered lore that I actually care about because WoW was my favorite game ever. I love this game. This game is my life basically, and my youth. So yeah, can you believe that this is like Naxxramas, right? Where it is. Look at that. Like, isn't that fucking pristine? Like, fucking like, give this content love. Like, this is like fucking just unbelievable. You get basically, mm, simply explain, you get a free audiobook with like some AI imagined like cutscenes. this is the same place that I showed just before, with the how is it called? Um, ah, fuck, I forgot the water thing. I don't remember the name. Fuck. Uh, the the water source, whatever. I don't remember. Fuck. What is it? How is it called? This thing? I don't remember even in my native language, which is actually stupid at this point. Water fountain. Like this water fucking fountain. If you know, you know. Like, but you get to see more grain that you kill in Nextramas, that you slay in Nextramas. You get to see like the Ashbringer and a story. So I didn't knew the story about the Ashbringer, but I know that like if you bring the Ashbringer to the Scarlet Monastery, well, basically this happens. Uh, so this will connect kind of like so like you get to see the place that like the dude is actually talking about. So so basically this is the Scarlet Monastery. You can even feel that the vibes are not off, you know? And basically if you bring so this is the corrupted so the weapon is the corrupted Ashbringer, right? If you bring it back, everyone becomes friendly. Even like more grand yells, like it's insane. And they bow to you. Literally, they bow to you. So yeah. Um so yeah, let me so this is good stuff. This is actually good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, the whole story of the Ashbringer, the Scarlet Monastery, um like at this point like I am just like promoting and enjoying this content as I do. Like you gotta watch some AI generated lore content. It's actually this good. Like I haven't spoke for like 10 minutes. I just don't want to ruin it. I just don't want to ruin it. So yeah, yeah, just give some love to yeah boy Tyler. Um, wait, I'm not subscribed. I'll actually subscribe. Um, give some love to yeah boy Tyler. This dude deserves way more views. So yeah, just 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 give some love to this content. Like this is good stuff. Anyway. Um, so